Hello, this is Caitlin, and I'm here recording you a grounding voice meditation to try and find your healed voice, by which I mean the part of your voice that rings true. So not the voice that might have not been heard, but the true voice that you had as a child, before anyone said to you, oh, that's out of tune, or you can't sing in the choir because you've not made it, or whatever else you might attach to our voice. So feelings of oh, can I be the person to speak out, or do I need to hold it in? So a meditation and a breath practice and some singing around this idea of your voice is beautiful as it is. It doesn't need to change. It doesn't need to be the best voice. What is the best voice? Everyone has a different opinion about what the best voice is. I work a lot with mothers, and something I love to share with the mothers that I work with is that your voice is your child's favourite sound. So they've heard your voice for as long as they know and can remember being able to hear. This is their comfort, their home. So how precious your voice is. How pure, how untainted, how beautiful. No matter what you may think of it, your child, if you have children, thinks you have the most beautiful voice. And that leads me to really ground into that and think, well, if our child thinks that about us, what about, how can we flip that? We all have a purpose here, and we all have a point of being here. So each voice is precious, and every voice has something to say, and that might be really different. It might be that your voice is a little huskier, or a little lower, a little higher, or a little purer than others. But if we're finding our healed voice, we're really reaching into the depths of the breath within, connecting, I believe, with the earth, with the land, with the ground, and breathing in and out of the body, and using that as some sort of medicine, some sort of tonic, an elixir, the voice being an elixir for what you want to give, because through singing we can share things that we might not be able to share with words. Throughout history we've had folk music used in this way to kind of express, or poetry put to music to express the deepest feelings of the heart, the soul, the spirit. This is where I come from with my practice. So you'll notice I am outside. I'm currently in Otley at my friend Ziyet, and we've set up for the very first time my beautiful new Lunabelle tent, which is where I'm hoping to lead lots of future workshops. So if you're able to find somewhere right now that is really comfortable for you to sit straight backed on the floor or on the ground, ideally outside somewhere in nature, or if you're at home, just somewhere private where you can just fully relax, where your nervous system isn't holding you in a little bit of stress because other people might walk in. So just really somewhere where you are alone, where you can properly disconnect. So you might want to pause and come back when you've got to that space. If you can just find the breath. You might want to put your hands, I'm just putting my hands on the ground. You might want to lower your gaze, just have a little feel of where you are, notice what you can hear. It's very windy where I am, so I'm hearing the wind. Wonder if you can take a deep breath in from as rooted and grounded as place as you can in your lower belly. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're just going to do some nostril breathing. So if you take your thumb to one side, middle finger on your forehead, and then we're going to swap as we breathe in and out. So breathing in through one nostril, really rooting yourself into the ground. Hold, feel that rootedness. Swap to your other finger and then breathe out through your other nostril. Breathing in, hold, and breathing out. You're noticing whether there's any tension in the body and just trying to shake it off. Breathing in through the nose. Swap. And breathe out. Breathing in. Hold. Swap. And breathe out. And there might be somewhere in your body which just feels stiff, or you just need to move a little bit. I'm noticing I've got some discomfort in my back because I've just been lugging around a big heavy tent. But for you, you might have just been sitting too long, or you might be, I'm just shaking out a little bit of the body now. You might have been having a really physical day and needing to lie down in lots of stillness right now. But if you'd like to just shake everything out, so you can still see me. Just really shaking out the body until you come to a place where you can breathe deeply into the ground again. Maybe opening the eyes a little, tapping around the face. Noticing what you can see, maybe looking around you. Maybe noticing what you can see close up and what's further away. And if you are outside, maybe noticing which parts of nature just feel really like they're really calling you, really healing. They might be really healing for you. And the final one we'll do is we're just really drinking in the breath now. So we're trying to fill up everything that we need from the land, from nature, from creation. That can just really fill us up and resource us. We're so often running on empty or running on not enough rest, not enough connection. So we're just trying to, you might want to hold your belly or your lower back, and you're just trying to notice, just allowing the belly and the lower back to kind of move in and out as you're breathing. So we're going to drink in the breath as if through a straw, and out through the nose. Drinking in through a straw, and out through the nose. And keep doing this a few times at your pace. This time, as you practice the breath, thinking about what it is that you need more of. How could you be more resourced? What could help you? What do you need to take through that breath? And you can take it up from the earth through the nutrients of the breath and bring it into your energetic body. And then as you breathe out through your nose, allowing the toxins to go, allowing what you don't need anymore, letting go, letting shed what needs to shed. So breathing in what you need, breathing out what we need to let go of. Just do that a few times together. Breathing in, And then before I start a vocal practice now, when I'm in a group or a circle, I'll ask each person in the circle to share their name, and if they're with a child, their child's name, and then also what they're with, what feeling is in their body, what are they holding on to, what you're sitting with at this point when you're watching this recording. And yeah, the circle extends. It's not bound by time, and it's not bound by the time of when you watch this recording. We're always in circle. So let's do this now. So I'll share, and wherever you are, you can share either out loud or maybe writing on a piece of paper. Just give you the opportunity to share with me how you are. So, what are you with? So I'm Caitlin, and I'm with jittery energy and excitement. Jittery energy, excitement, and also I'm feeling really connected with the wind. The wind's really loud where I am, so I'm feeling like, just like the wind is, I just feel like I need to ground a little bit more right now. So this is a good practice to be doing. And wherever you are, maybe just take a moment to pause the recording and just have a think. What are you with? What's in your body? And you might want to use actions to describe if your words aren't coming. Or you might want to draw what you're with just by getting a pencil or a colour and just seeing what comes. It can be a really good practice. So yeah, pause now if you'd like to do that. Otherwise we'll carry on. So I'm going to teach you 3 songs. And I'm just going to get comfy actually. So thinking about which songs would be good. So so many songs for different times of year, different reasons, different states of energy. So when people come to work with me and everybody has shared that they're with fatigue, we might do a slower song. Or if everyone's feeling sunny or the vibe of the room feels a bit more lifted, then we might move around. So I can't tell what you're with, but I am definitely needing to move. So I wonder if we start with a bit of a fun one. A song that I will often teach in my groups is Bele Mama, which is a beautiful Polynesian song, and that means very simply beautiful earth. And so I do a lot of work outside because it's so good for us to be outside. And I also spent a long time, 2024, I had a tough year and I found it really good to be outside. It really helped calm the nervous system. So I spent a lot of time in gardens, I spent a lot of time collecting flowers, foraging, being kind of, with the elements, and it just healed so much. So now everything that I do is just moving outside. Bele Mama is one that I often start with when we're really trying to connect with the earth and with the land. So it goes like this, and I think I'm going to stand up. But you feel free to sit, stand, lie, whatever you need to do, wherever you are. Just going to have a bit of a shake. So it goes like this. Bele Mama, yeah. Bele Mama, yeah. Bele Mama, Bele Mama, Bele Mama, Bele Mama, Bele Mama, Bele Mama, yeah. Bele Mama, yeah. Bele Mama, yeah. Bele Mama, yeah. Bele Mama, I would normally repeat this lots of times, maybe do little parts. I'd sing and then you'd sing back. But with technology, you can scroll back, listen, and have another turn through. This is a really beautiful one, and I love to do some movements and some dancing to this. Yeah, particularly when there's a group of us together. You can put this as a round as well. Yeah, it's a lovely, very, very versatile song. So this is Belle Mama, Beautiful Earth. And one thing I say to the people I work with when I'm singing this song, when we're singing this song together, is how does it feel different to sing this song whilst channeling a real gratitude for the earth? How do you sing it differently? So just letting that one sink in. Would you be able to access another part of yourself? Maybe shed some layers of any nerves or self-consciousness that you might be feeling. If you're singing for the earth, in praise of the earth, in gratitude for the earth, in honouring and caretaking, how might you sing that in a more rooted way? So yeah, we may just sing that one more time together. See if we can channel that all in. Ready? Belle mama, yeah. Belle mama, yeah. Belle mama, belle mama, belle mama, belle mama, belle mama, belle mama, yeah. Just really trying to connect in and hold that. And this is where we heal with the voice. I do teach technique, but it's not about that. It's about how you feel and yeah, kind of, I guess, your somatic experience, your energetic bodily experience of the voice travelling through you and yeah, being used for good. Particularly with other people all doing that together, it's very powerful. So yes, Belle Mama. So the next one I was going to sing to you is a lullaby. So I have two babies, Grace, who is 3.5 at this moment, and Beth, who is nearly 2. And they're my babies. And they have listened to all of the songs I've sung them, and they now sing back a lot of them, including my big one singing to my little one, which is lovely. But one of the lullabies that I sang, I discovered when my littlest was about 1, and I sang to her a lot. It's a really beautiful song that I haven't been able to trace the source of, so I don't know where it's from. However, so I found this song in amongst a random pile of music from various courses I've been on, as a kind of multicultural option for singing. And it said Hebrew at the top, but my auntie is a Hebrew scholar and said it isn't Hebrew, and she tried to trace the origins for me. So it's called Mina Bilou, and if you know anything about this song and can tell me where it's from, please do share. You can probably find my email address somewhere. I'd love to know where it's from. But yeah, so she couldn't trace any Hebrew origins. She wondered if, because the modes in it sound like it could be Israeli or something, or yeah, there's a sort of, there were a few people who wondered if it might be some sort of dialect related to Russian. Yeah, people who my auntie spoke to. But yeah, we still don't know the origins, but we do know it's a lullaby, and the research I have been able to do on Google has, which we're not sure how accurate it is, but we do think it means something like my treasure, my darling. So it's a kind of, I guess, a love song to your child. And it's really beautiful, and it works as a canon or a round, and you can add lovely harmonies or drums or instruments to it. But I like to keep it really simple and work with, when I've got mums and babies singing together in a group, I'll definitely encourage a rocking motion for this because it's a really good one. You can also hum the melody at the end as well, so we might try that together. So I will sing it all through a few times, and you can listen back to the recording if you want to hear and learn more. So the words are Mina Bilu Lu Bishembel. 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 My lovely darling, my treasure, my baby, my lullaby. That's a gorgeous one. And yeah, I was imagining my baby as well singing that. So if you can, imagine someone you love, or a child, a pet, even like an older relative, just that lovely kind of gentle rocking of them. Whilst you sing, how does it shift how you sing it? Does it matter so much about how your voice sounds, or is it more about the energy that's transferred whilst you sing? Doesn't mean that we're not singing well. You can still put straighten the spine, lift here. You can yawn, and that lifts the soft palate at the back of the mouth. You can sort of check with your thumb. You've got a hard bit here and a softer bit further back in the mouth. That lifts when you yawn, and when you sing well, you kind of have that yawn shape at the back, even when humming. So that's a beautiful way to sing well. And also the breath, the deep breathing into the belly, the feeling of the lower back and the tummy really expanding, and just sighing out anything that needs to let go while singing, using the voice to let that go in a beautiful way. This is why we have all the miserable songs, and they're so fun to sing, because they let out what needs to be let out. So the third and final song, I'm wondering what to sing today. So I'm going to teach you an Orkney dandling song, which means knee bopping. So yeah, bopping your knees, and I guess you'd be sitting in community together, dandling and having a good time. So yeah, this is a song from Orkney, and the words are "to-row-dle dow dle dow, to-row-dle dow dle dow," like this. And this is an arrangement that I found through Sing for Pleasure, and Katie Lavinia Cooper has transcribed this one. She's wonderful, lives in Scotland, doing lots of cool choral stuff. But yes, it's a lovely folk tune, and it's really fun to sing. You can add harmonies just by putting slightly lower or higher parts, maybe a third below or a third higher, however it feels right to you. And this is how it goes. So we are knee bopping. I don't know if you can see my knees. Here we go. To-row-dle dow dle dow dle dow dle dow dee oh. To-row-dle dow dle dow dle dow dle dow dee oh. To-row-dle dow dle dow and to-row-dle dow dle dow. To-row-dle dow dle dow dle dow dle dow dee oh. To-row-dle dow dle dow dle dow dle dow dee oh. To-row-dle dow dle dow dle dow dle dow dee oh. To-row-dle dow dle dow and to-row-dle dow dle dow. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Daddle daddle dow and daddle daddle dow. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Daddle daddle dow and daddle daddle dow. Daddle 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 dowdy-o. Would go something like this. So yeah, we can go back, rewind, watch again. Yeah, so I do lots of work with women, mothers, and yeah, in an LGBT safer space, so trans women included. Also those who are menstruating, birthing, pregnant people who don't consider themselves women but would love to be included in that sphere. Yeah, that we come together. I hold circle space with singing as part of it. I'm interested in, yeah, just holding different types of circles. So I'm going to be doing some Mother Nature project training soon. And I also work as a singing teacher. You can come and have a lesson with me. So I work in Leeds in England, and yeah, just get in touch or reach out if you'd like to come and have a lesson with me. I can look through and yeah, work with you on yeah, how to channel your own unique voice, so using the breath. I do a lot of work with vowels initially, so we in a singing lesson would gather around the piano, usually at my house, and have a cup of tea, and then you might bring a song that you'd like to sing with me, but we'd spend most of the lesson before we get to that point learning how to use some very simple warm-ups to access that healed part, that pure part of your voice, through the breath, through working with vowels, through lifting the soft palate, through release while singing. So using the singing as therapy. Well, that's how I use it anyway, using it as literally a breath, therapeutic breath practice. Yeah, so that's a singing lesson. In my circles, it's very much like how I've set this up. I offer a safer space for LGBT community, and yeah, trauma-informed health, trauma-informed space holding. I've had my own real journey with mental health, so I have a wider understanding of what that might look like for different people, and also I identify as being neurodiverse. So again, I understand the kind of different levels and layers that can come with. How else? I also run Music at Heart, which is a Kodály early years music school in Leeds. You can probably find that somewhere, and I run retreats. And the last thing is, as a self-employed business person, I've been working as self-employed for over 10 years, and I have started various businesses off and learned all about how to access grant funding, build a website, do marketing. All of the boring stuff I find quite interesting and nerdy. And recently, as I start to work with more and more women in particular who have an idea that they want to grow, and is a really good idea and would really beautifully and positively impact the world had they the skills and money to set that into motion, it's made me really want to offer coaching and support to those people. Yes, if you would like to get in touch with me about any of those things, that would be wonderful to hear from you. I hope you've enjoyed this video and have a beautiful rest of your day.